Hey guys, it's a little late in coming, but I'm finally feeling better. I'm not 100% yet. I still have, I think 2.5 more days of my antibiotic. Um, so, but my coughing is much better. If you look at my last update video, at least, that should give you an indicator because I couldn't really get far in talking without like hacking. So, um, let's see, because I do this all the time. It is Thursday, January 25th at 3:10 p.m. I would have started this sooner, but um my neighbor has been doing something upstairs since I want to say 8:30 this morning. It sounds like a lot of hammering and moving stuff. I don't know if she got new stuff that she's putting up. Has she been taking stuff down because she's moving out? I have no idea. So, if she's moving out, her loss, because I think this place is pretty great. But, um, so yeah, the inhaler was helping some. In case people did not look at my last update video, I was given an albuterol inhaler, which is steroid based, to help open up my lungs and my air pathways and stuff to help me breathe better because there was a bunch of crap in my lungs from the cold, and that was what was presumed to be the source of my coughing. Um, was doing that for a few days, and then my snot decided that they wanted to steal the show, and um, TMI, but it was kind of like a golden yellow color, which is a sign that something's going on with your body, just for, awareness. Normally, your snot's just supposed to be clear for the most part, because it's just trying to get crap out of your nose. It's just some flushing stuff out. Um, that's what the purpose normally is. So when it's changing colors, it's an indicator something's up. So, send a message to my GP, inform him what was going on. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is a sinus infection now. And he didn't even give me any hassle. He prescribed me an antibiotic. Bonus mom picked it up. And it's 10 days worth, so I'm almost done. And it's been helping a lot. A lot. So I will be so happy once it's completely done. I was even able to sing a little bit in the shower this morning, which was nice. I don't do it on here or anything else, but when I'm cleaning, sometimes I'll just have music on, or if I'm just playing video games and I'm kind of zoning into it, I'll listen to music in the background and I'll sing along. I think I have a pretty okay voice. Obviously no training or anything, so I mean it could be better, but I just haven't had the urgency to sing on camera yet. Maybe I'll need to get some buzz balls first. Uh, um, so, but I love to sing, and I wasn't really listening to music during this whole time that I've been sick, since almost a month now. Um, because in the times that I would, I mean, I want to sing, and I sounded like a frog with laryngitis. So, yeah, so far that's been doing better. Um, what I didn't update you guys weight wise is that I had gained a little bit, but now I'm back down. So I think because I was on my period, I call it the when I know it's coming, because my watch actually tells me. I got a new watch, by the way. Well, new to me. I got it off of Macari for about $70 in total with shipping. It's a Galaxy Watch 4, which I only had a classic first gen Galaxy Watch before that for 50. So definitely traded up there. But it helps you track your cycle. And so usually 2 days before I'm expected to get my period, I'll start joking with people, that I'm expecting my invitation to the red wedding to arrive by Raven at any moment. And then, of course, once it arrives, I tell people that I'm attending the red wedding. um, so, I was going through that. I was going through this cold in general. The fact that the inhaler is steroid based, I went from the 325. I think I went right back to it. I think I was 325.4 before. And then 2 weeks ago, I was at, it was only within a few days that I had gained the weight, by the way, because it was only a few days later that I had spoken to Matthew, my health coach. So within those few days, I had gone to 331.1. And then yesterday's weigh-in, I was back down to 325.4. So, I at least gained back or lost back what I had gained. So that's now about 125, possibly 130 pounds down, because I can't remember whether or not I started at 452 or 457. And it kind of kills me that I don't know. And of course, I mean that figuratively, not literally. But I wish I could remember that last number. But those are the numbers that spring into my head. It was either a 2 or a 7. So yeah, I'm either 125 or 130 pounds down from where I started. So, it's been 6 years. But it's nice that I'm definitely seeing progress again. And that was a little bit more than 2 pounds a week too. So, definitely good stuff. So I didn't get to talk with you guys what I learned in my last phone appointment with Matthew. And then there was a bunch I learned in this phone interview with Matthew. So, I definitely wanted to cover that today because, it's really opened my mind to some things. And I'm hoping, just as much as it's going to help me moving forward in my eating, that it's going to help a bunch of you. So to put something to bed, and I searched it when I got home, or when I got off the phone. I wanted to say when I got home, but when I got off the phone, because it was a phone appointment. We've both been dealing with, he had a cold and I was dealing with this shit. So, we've been doing phone appointments just, for about a month and a half now. But my scale is actually just 0.1 pound off from the scale at his place. So I feel very confident in my weigh-ins here that they're going to basically match up with what he has. And it's a smart scale. So, it doesn't read it off like it does with Amber Lynn's stuff, but it sends something to my phone and I'm able to share it. Now, the thing is, if other people would be interested in getting those, you'd have to provide me your email, either by going through my Facebook or my Twitter. I'm not going to call it the other thing. I don't know if I have my Instagram /threads linked. um, in my profile stuff, but I do have one. You should just be able to search it with my name, like at Odessa Bork, all together, no apostrophe, and it's all lowercase, I think, because they're stupid like that. Um, or at least they were when I signed up. I should maybe look at changing that, but for now, I'm pretty sure it's all together. For Twitter, it's my name actually backwards, where the B is capitalized and then the O and the D is capitalized, but there's not an apostrophe. Japanese style. Um, um, and if you look up the decimator, all lowercase, you can find me on Discord as well, and I can DM you there even. When I do my weigh-ins, I can share them. I think I'm gonna start sharing them on Facebook, but you're gonna have to friend me on Facebook if you want to see them that way, because I had an issue with somebody. I don't know that I want to get into it, but they within 24 hours they were trying to get $60 out of me. So, um, just I had it that anyone could just follow me, but can't really do that at this current point because I just don't want to deal with potential messages from that person right now. They're in infinite time out. So yeah, any of those ways, I'm, you know, more than see the thing is I'm filming on my phone right now because I'll be reading stuff off of my tablet. In a little bit. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. Chai tea with just a little bit of sugar. Um, the scale is synced to my phone. I should see if I can just sync it to my tablet, but because my watch is also on my phone, I just thought it was easier, especially with the Samsung health app, on my phone and stuff. Because watch, but so I can't like do a screenshot through the video because I have not actually watched any videos on editing yet. Hashtag ADHD gang. I will eventually get to it. Just, I've been sick. And that really kills motivation for a lot of things. I barely had enough to, do the basics around the house and everything. So, I had to guard my fucks and spoons very carefully. For those confused, look up spoon theory. And that will help explain things. But I measure things in both spoons and fucks. Spoons is just my generic, like, everyday kind of feeling, like whether or not I can do this. Fucks is when I actually really care about something and I'll put that little bit of like pushing myself to do it. So usually run out of spoons first, then the fucks follow. And if I'm out of fucks, you're out of luck. So yeah, it's been a bad month for me, health wise. And Tom, he's currently in the hospital again, not in PT. He's been in PT still, but, and sorry for all the ums. My attention span's a little scattered. I only recently took my meds for the day. I was a little bit late in taking them, so. But yeah, he's back in the hospital in Cortland because he also, from someone, caught the cold bug that was going around. I didn't go near him when I was sick. Like, I made sure of it because I didn't want him even risking catching this. And even when I interacted with, like, if I stepped outside my door for anything, I was putting a mask on. I was being super careful. So he has RSV and pneumonia, which apparently RSV can turn into pneumonia, or at least it helps bring on the symptoms that can bring on pneumonia. And of course, his mom is frustrated. I'm frustrated because maybe he could have been advocated for better in having his cough looked at better or something if he was closer. It's like a 45-minute drive to get to where he is from where we are. It might be a little bit farther out for Diana. I'm not 100%. If you're hearing that banging, I apologize. That's the hammering I was talking about. And from where I'm hearing it, it's in the direction of the kitchen. Yep. Definitely in that direction. So, yeah, he's there. They wanted to make sure he didn't have sepsis because apparently he developed a boil on the back of his neck at the PT place. He's been refusing to do mostly anything with the PT people, so the muscles on the back, on his back, have atrophied. So now doing anything, engaging those muscles is causing him pain, which is upsetting. I've tried talking to him about it over and over. I hoped it would stick. But he's just repeatedly being obstinate. And it's upsetting. And I don't know why he is. I wish I could understand it. I don't want the situation he's in to be his last moments here, But fuck, that's not what this video is supposed to be for, so I apologize. But it's a very new development. It just started happening yesterday, so it's heavy on my mind. I apologize. So, intermittent fasting. I talked with him about it last week, or 2 weeks ago, sorry. And figuring out which direction to work. So I made notes for last week or yesterday's stuff, but I should have made notes for this. So there's been this debate that I've watched while watching other people's videos and stuff like that, where a lot of people are of the mind that when it comes to the fasting window, sleep doesn't count. I started my own intermittent fasting with the 12 hours apart, 2 meals a day, because I was uncertain whether or not sleep counted. So I didn't want sleep to be a factor into the time between my meals. But Matthew had told me that sleep does count because actually your metabolism is boosted as you sleep, and that's why dietitians and the like try to encourage people to get the 8 hours of sleep a day that they need. And when I started looking at that, like when I started doing Google searches about metabolism and sleep, that's when I began to see it. That yeah, apparently it's almost twice the rate of just when you're resting. So, I think it's twice the rate. 1 second. Because I can use my tablet. Sorry, this is the stand that I have it on. It adjusts different ways. So, this is what I usually have it on. And sleep. Oh, I just encountered a new article that apparently it varies by race and sleep duration too. But let's see. Sorry for the dead air, guys. I think I'll save this for another video, especially because I didn't know that there were additional layers and factors to the metabolism rate. But the thing is it does your body does increase the burning of calories as you sleep. So, it does count. But it you have to get good sleep and at least 6 hours. I remember reading that much. But to get the most effective, we got to do the 8 hours, which I'm not a fan of. And yes, it's 2 more hours than I typically do, but I feel like I'm wasting time when I sleep that much. Like, that's how I feel. And like, so, I just gotta get over that, especially if it's gonna help me get to where I'm going, you know? So, I just wanted to help kind of put that potentially to bed. You can, of course, do your own research. I encourage it. I mean, there are some articles that counter this. But, look for articles that give sources. Read them carefully. Make sure you understand it. Do your due diligence. But the guy I see, he's he works for the hospital, Lord's. His office is in a Lord's building. So even though I do my own research in addition, because he encourages it, which is awesome. I trust a lot of what he says. He has said nothing that triggered like the sus fibers on the back of my neck. Excuse me, sorry. So yeah, that was the first bit that I definitely wanted to get out there for people. But again, make sure you get that sleep in. Try to get as good and well rested asleep as you can. White noises. Sleep mask, highly recommend. Especially since I like to have stuff going on in the background, like on my tablet, whether that's white noises of different types, horror movies. Yes, I can actually sleep very well while there's horror movies going on. I'm that sort of fucked up. So, making sure the temperature is good for you. Of course, cutting off water at least a few hours before you sleep will make it less likely that you're going to get up in the middle of sleep. Additionally, not eating right before bed. Because then you'll go to the bathroom for a different reason. You can probably look up tips and tricks for building a good night's sleep. But I personally recommend those ones. I don't really listen to the liquid one because I'm on so many meds that I get constant dry mouth. So yeah, I'm getting up at least a few times a night. But people are jealous with the way I can drift off when I'm ready to sleep. Because I have built myself routines. Again, I'll have regular media playing in the background, like videos, stuff like that. Not music, because music, because I'm singing along and stuff like that, it will keep me more stimulated. So movies, especially ones that I've already watched a bunch of times, because #autism is awesome. I should make that into a shirt. But while I'm listening, I'll be playing tablet games, especially like match 3 games or idle games. And that will start telling my brain, okay, we're winding down now. We're doing things that are repetitive. There's the sound that's repetitive, or it'll be like, I love doing thunderstorms most of all, but because I'm such a fucking nerd, I also like to find the occasional like deep space noises, like you're in a spaceship. It's so dumb, I know, but it works. I like to do the fan, but I also have a fan, so it's almost like I have like a bunch of fans on me, which is also kind of cool. But in the summertime, I do what I call bubble tent, and that's what I attach to my box fan that's on my side of the bed. I attach a fitted sheet, and I have like little they're usually things you would stick to like a wall or a fridge or something to hang like photos and stuff. But I have several of them stuck to the top of my box fan, and that's what I'll use to attach one of the sides of the fitted sheet. And then, the fan's on, it'll blow it into a bubble, and I go under there. And actually, it's really great for when I have migraines. So if any of you are migraine sufferers, Make sure it's a dark colored sheet. I usually, my sheets are all royal blue because it's like my favorite color. So, I think that kind of helps me too. So, I get one of the fitted sheets, put it over the fan, get under the sheet. I have the eye mask, and I don't get just those satin flat eye masks. I get the ones with like the grooves inside. So it applies like a little bit of pressure, like by the sinuses and under the eyes and stuff. It not only helps to block out the light further, but it does provide that gentle pressure. And that can help with your migraine symptoms, or if you have like a sinus headache, also great for that. And you can find those on Amazon for $6.99, $7.99. Like, they're not expensive, and they can be rather well quality even at that price point. And they're usually some sort of elastic band for the back, and mine you can readjust if you want with like Velcro. So I make sure mine fits just a little snug. So yeah. But in the summertime, additionally, like we have central air in here. But I'll still turn on the box fan, and it'll help channel air like in there. And I'll just get in there, and I'll have a movie playing, and it's just a nice kind of comforting place to be. So find your ways to get that sleep. Like, sleep, it's more important than we want to admit, than I wanted to admit. But I gotta be a big girl about it. Get over my shit and take care of myself. And that means getting 8 hours of sleep. Though, speaking of, let's see if I did that. No, you're not looking at it right. Oh no, that's right. Last night I did get shit sleep because of the fucking cold raven shit. Most of you probably aren't gonna know what that is, but I watch some disturbing stuff, and there's a YouTuber that was just going off the fucking rails last night. So yeah, last night I only got 4 hours and 34 minutes, so I'm probably gonna try to do an early bedtime tonight. I wonder though, I was trying to see if I could look up like my